Hello, everyone. It's Carlene. I'm a Ruby ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I'm so excited to have everyone on the call. We actually have a lot of people on tonight, and we are going to do our new ambassador training. I'm super, super excited about this because this is going to get you all off on the right foot on how to basically duplicate what your upline is doing and how to post on Facebook and basically just run your business as easily as possible, and to, of course, get at least 3 people on, because the power of 3 is what is going to get you to the top of this company. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen here in just a second, as soon as I can figure out where all that is. Okay, share screen. Okay. Hold on one second, you guys. Sorry about that. Still trying to figure out how to do PowerPoints, because this is my first time, and I actually redesigned the whole training so that it had pictures of our team and how to do this, because as soon as I finish with this, we're actually going to do a leadership call down the road, maybe next week, on how to duplicate so that everyone can take this exact training and do it for your downline. So that's super exciting. I'm glad I was able to do this. It actually took me a couple of days because I'm not a pro with PowerPoint, and surprisingly, you don't really have to be a pro. So that's kind of exciting. So hold on, slideshow. That's where we are. Okay, so can everyone see the screen? I think you can. Give me a thumbs up or something just to let me know that you can all see my screen. I think you can, because it does say screen share. Okay, so welcome to the training. This is where we're going to get started. I want you all to know who your upline is and see a picture of them and kind of see what the whole upline looks like, all the way up to our double diamond, who is Celeste Gwynn, who's up there at the top. So, right, of course, this is me. That's Carlene. That's the last one. Whoops, how'd that happen? Okay, down there at the bottom, that's me. And then your upline going up from there is Scott Pankey. He is the one in the suit, and then above, just going back up. So backwards, we're starting from the bottom, okay? So just go from left to right. And then you have Todd Rouse, who is also an Emerald ambassador, so Scott and Todd. And then in front of him is Jennifer May. She's also an Emerald ambassador. And above that is Carolyn French, who is a Sapphire. And above her is Susan Stern, also Sapphire. And then the great Roz Payne, who is super awesome. A bunch of you have actually already met her, and I can't wait for the rest of you all to meet her. She's super awesome. In fact, our entire upline is awesome and really, really approachable. So you guys, when you start going to meetings in your area and you start seeing some of these jewels show up at your meetings, do not be shy. Walk right up to them, introduce yourself, tell them who your upline is, and they will just be so gracious and so happy to talk with you, okay? So do know that this is not a scary kind of business. I know sometimes when you're on here for a little while, you start getting kind of stars in your eyes about some of these people who are diamonds and making gazillions of dollars. But they are regular people just like you and me, okay? So that's Roz right up there. That second picture at the top is Roz. And then the double diamond, the grandma of the business, because she is basically, practically everyone is underneath her. That is Celeste Gwynn. She's our double diamond. Okay, so that picture underneath me that says your name here, you have to know that this is a business for absolutely everyone. You can do this and just insert your picture right there, wherever underneath your downline or your upline, whoever signed you on to this business, because it's accessible. The reason this picture is on here is everyone above me is a jewel. I'm a ruby, which is a gem, and then there's all jewels right above. And you know what? The 2 guys right above us, Scott and Todd, they did it in 18 months. They got to Emerald in 18 months. So you can do this. So I hope you're getting excited as we get through here. You may have some questions, but just save them to the end, and we will try to answer them at the end, okay? Okay, so again, this is just some pictures of me and my team, my downline, and some of the upline from some of the conventions That picture over there on the right is the group shot. That was my first convention, not the last one, but the year before, which was in Phoenix, Arizona, and it was so awesome. And then we had another one. The picture on the bottom there is, you can see Sandy and Patty and Gina, my sister, and Susan Stern. So that one was at Vegas just this past June. So that was super fun. And then just some other pictures on there are some opportunity meetings and sip and sees that I've led. And then of course, at the top, you know that one of the incentives, one of the 11 different ways we get paid is we get a car, a Lexus. And that picture at the top is really me just wishing, because I'm not quite there yet. I still have 2 more levels, 2 more ranks to get to Emerald, but that was kind of my picture, my practice picture with Alexis. So just know you can dream and you can put it up there when you do your training too. So this is what this business is all about. It's about dreaming and putting in a little bit of work on the side to get you to where you want to be in this company. So hope you all are getting pretty excited about that. So the compensation, you want to work in your pajamas, flexible hours, potentially make unlimited income, go to Maui every year, paid, and get a company Lexus. Sure, we can do that. That's just kind of a cute little thing on there that this is the compensation. But before we even get into this, I'm going to exit out really quick because I want to show you how to log into your back office. So you've probably seen this, and some of you may or may not have even logged in to your back office yet. Some of you brand new folks. So this is how you do it. Just get to the front screen, the front of your replicated website and log in as an ambassador, and this page comes up. It says EVO login, and you're going to just put in your username and password and click login. This is my back office, and it looks exactly like your back office. Okay, so the very first thing that I want to show you, I'm not going to go through this entire thing. I just want to show you 2 very important things. The first one is this shopping tab. Click on shopping and go to backup orders, and that is where you put in your backup orders for every month. So you can change it and you can delete it. You can pause it, whatever it is that you want to do. This right here where it says unconditional, do know that unconditional means that you're going to get your products every single month, no matter how much you sell, how much PV is in your back office. So if you have customers that you've signed on and you're at conditional, you will not get your products. So set it to unconditional. That way you get your products every month, regardless of how much you sell. That's just a hint so that if you want to change that up, you can always change it back, because some months, who knows, you might have gotten backed up or you forgot to take your products for a little bit and you have a little bit of extra and you don't want to get your product for the next month. Just go ahead and change it to conditional, and it still keeps your backup order on. And that's a good thing, so you don't have to keep remembering, okay? So besides that, if you go back up to shopping and you go to shopping cart, this is where you can place additional orders throughout the month, or you can do a manual order if for some reason your auto ship did not go through. You would just, go to the shopping cart, select your products, and then put it in your shopping cart right here and pay for that. Okay, so super simple. The next thing I want to show you is over here at the reports tab. There's 2 reports that you're going to want to look at, and that's your customer report. You do want to look at your customer report because these are your retail and preferred customers, and when they sign on underneath you, it is your responsibility to take very, very good care of them, okay? Because that's you are the first and hopefully the last impression that they have of Plexus until they decide to become an ambassador themselves. But in the meantime, you should be the one providing the customer service for them and not having them call corporate customer service for questions or fixing an issue, okay? Just know that you should be their first point of contact. And you can click on that and says system busy, try again. I've never had that happen before. So let me click on something else and see what happens there. But if you click on the customer report, it just gives you a list of all your customers, and you can go through and see who you need to contact, because you might have, you know, right now you may only have 1 or 2 or 3 customers, but you'll be surprised. You'll get up there and have 15, 20 customers that you have to follow up with. And it's really great that they're all in this report. And for some reason, the back office is going really slowly. And that's probably because it is the 29th of the month, and we're getting close to the end here, and there's lots of people working really hard, and the system could be bogged down. But anyway, this is your genealogy report. So when you have ambassadors underneath you, you're going to click on the detailed genealogy, and it's going to give you a list of all of your ambassadors. And you can see here, I've got, you can see the showing record. There's 1 of 303 ambassadors. Okay, you can also see that I've got a lot of white lines. So not everyone is active, but there's also a lot of the green and the lime green, which is the darker green color are the ambassadors who have signed up not this month, but previous months, okay? And those are all active ambassadors. And then you have the lime green, and that means that they signed up this month and bought a welcome pack, okay? So you don't get your 5 points for this month on them, but you do get your business building bonuses, okay? So that's the difference, and that's why they're color-coded differently. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the PowerPoint. So really quickly, what I want to do is just show you a little bit about our compensation plan, because we do get paid 11 different ways, and it's pretty darn awesome. So you guys, this graphic is floating around on our team pages, but just know that this is probably not compliant. It's not one that you should send out. There is only one graphic that is compliant, and it is it's on my team page. It is also on some of the other team pages. It is also in your back office. So it is the one that has the, I think it's, well, it may be on this presentation. If we get to it, I'll show it to you. But I really wanted to show you this one because it's exciting to see the stair steps and where you could go with this company, okay? So as you can see, if you start down at the bottom, the ambassador, you just signed up, welcome. The senior ambassador, silver, you get 3 ambassadors equals 15 points, you get a $100 bonus. Then you move up to gold, and you get 100 total points for that, so that's about 20 ambassadors underneath you, and you get a $250 bonus. So before we even start going all the way up this ladder or steps, I want you to see where it says the personal volume commission. $99 to $0 to $99, you get 0 money, okay, 0% commission. Once you hit $100 and you go up to $499.99, you get 15% commission. That's pretty awesome. And then when you get to 500, your commission shoots up to 25%. That's really when we start getting to see exciting numbers, because it's not that hard to get up to 500. Because think about it, you're going to have your order, which is likely a combo of products that is going to automatically put you over that $100, and then probably 4 more customers gets you to 500, where you're making 25%. And this is really great, you make the 25% on the entire amount from the 100 on up. So once you hit 500, you make 25% on the entire amount that you're getting commission on. So that's great. You make 5% of all of your level 1's commissions over their first 100. So think about that. If I have 300 or over 300 ambassadors on my team, they're not all level 1's, but about 60 of them are. And if they were all active, whatever it is that they sold over 100, I'm making 5% on those sales as well. That's pretty significant, especially as your team grows. You also make bonuses on all welcome packs that are sold, and on the individual products sold to your preferred customers. So that's how you build up your PV, from preferred customers and retail customers. Now, the welcome packs are a discounted product that you get to buy. You all bought one when you signed up, but you, or actually the ambassador who signed you up and the person above them, about 3 levels above them, also make business building bonuses. So you can see how that starts to add up, and you make that the business building bonuses every single week. So yes, we get paid weekly and monthly. So that's pretty exciting. So you can see as you go up the stair step from senior gold to ruby, senior ruby, and then once you get up to emerald, that's when you start making a 3% profit share in the company. You get the free trip to Hawaii, and you get to participate in the Lexus program, where the company will give you a $500 stipend a month to pay for a brand new Lexus. And you can see there's there's white ones and black ones. So once you hit emerald, you get to pick from those models down at the bottom that are white. And when you become diamond, you get to pick the models that are black. So it's 2 different programs. So that's pretty exciting. One other thing, once you get up to sapphire, your profit share goes to 4%, and then diamond, it goes to 5%. And you can imagine when we're making, millions of dollars in sales per month with all of the ambassadors that we have, the company actually splits the total amount of sales, and 50% goes to the company and 50% goes to the ambassadors. And then 5% of that 50% is held out for profit sharing for the jewels. So that's pretty exciting. You can imagine how much money that is. And this, you guys, is really, really fantastic, because this is just showing you the bonuses, but the financial potential is pretty darn fantastic. So this is, again, this is for your eyes only, because this is not compliant, but I want to show you what it looks like when you become silver. That's getting 3 ambassadors underneath you. You have the potential to make $200 to $1,500, and that is very average. I mean, that's realistic. That is what a silver is pretty much making. In my first month, I want to tell you, in my first month, I made $800 with Plexus. That's great. That is fantastic money. I was floored. I had no idea. I went silver in 2 weeks. You can do this. Everyone knows 3 people. Your mom, your best friend, and a sibling. And if you know 3 people, you can get them signed up pretty easily. It just takes a little bit of effort. Once you reach gold, senior gold, you can see those numbers jump up to 1,000 to 4,000. And these are, again, accurate numbers of what you can be making depending on your the active amount of ambassadors underneath you and your PV. Ruby and senior ruby, anywhere from 2,500 to 9,000 for those ranks. Again, very realistic numbers. Emerald, 10,000 and plus. Okay, so that's very realistic. And sapphire, you're making $15,000 a month. And these are monthly numbers, guys. Did I say that? I don't even remember if I actually said these are monthly numbers. Diamond, again, $20,000. For diamonds, you know what, guys, from sapphire and diamond, I can pretty much tell you that these numbers are really, really low. I think the diamonds made 20,000 in their very first month a couple of years ago. So you know that the sales are exponentially getting more and more every month. So that's a pretty low number. So this is something to get very excited about. Okay, next thing we're going to jump into is marketing 101. Basically, you want to find your why. Set some goals, dream really big, and write it down. Every single month, you should write down your goals, because you know what? You can't achieve it if it's not written down. It's just a wish or a hope if it's just floating around in your brain. Once you write it down, it becomes real, and you can achieve it because you have set a goal and you can put a timeline to it. So do that. And you can even do something like this. Just kind of put it on a whiteboard or a poster board if you're very tactile, or if you're digital, just put it up on something in Collage Maker or something like that that's digital, and post it. Put it as your background on your phone or on your computer, so you have something to look at that says, this is your why and this is why you're going for it. It could be anything. It could be your family. It could be to get rid of your debt, to take your kids to Disney World, get a Lexus, go on the vacations to Hawaii, whatever it is for you. And I put that quote over on the side there because I have this crazy idea that my purpose is bigger than me, and it truly is. And that's one of the biggest driving factors for me with this business, because I'm just so passionate about helping people get healthy, and the pay that comes along with it is pretty darn great. Okay, so I feel the start of something new. Only put your website in the comments section. Okay, that's pretty good information to know, because there is such a thing called Facebook jail, and I've been there. So do know that if you're in Facebook jail, it could be kind of like 2 weeks that you're not able to access your account because of something that you did that was against their policy, whether it was intentional or unintentional. Of course, mine was unintentional. In fact, a lot of people a few months ago, or might have been last year, got slammed with Facebook jail in Plexus. So only put your website in the comment section and not in the body of your post, okay? So this is saying how. When you post on Facebook immediately after you join. You don't need a big success story. Just share that you're excited to start your journey. And it's really easy to do that. You guys, you don't want to wait. Trust me, you don't, because you'll be kicking yourself that you didn't start sooner rather than when you actually did start, okay? So post your why with a picture or the differences you're seeing. Okay, these are not all people that I know. This is a duplicated PowerPoint. So some of this is Julia Cart's team, but I did put my stuff on there. So that's actually even an old picture. It's from last year, so I actually need to update that, but I wanted to get this up and ready for this presentation. But you can see that the yellow Post-it note on the bottom there, those are some of the things that Plexus has done for me. No more migraines, no more heartburn, no more hot flashes, best sleep of my life. I mean, seriously, I had insomnia for like 8 years. It was horrible. I basically wasn't sleeping more than 1 or 2 or 3 hours a night, and it was not consistent sleep. It was very choppy. Lost 18 pounds. Half the time I forget to say that I even lost anything, because it's so secondary for me. Having all the other results is really awesome. And of course, having enough money to pay my mortgage, 2 cars, all the insurance, and I just love Plexus. So go ahead and do something just as simple as that. You guys, I wrote that on my phone and my notes on my phone, and I saved a picture. And then you can do a side-by-side pic in one of the apps on your phone and throw that up there. You could do that so easily. And just throw that up there on Facebook and say, this is why you're doing Plexus, and does anybody want to join you? Marketing 101 continued. Okay, so how often do you want to post? 3 to 5 times a day. So you know that there are pretty much some prime times to post on Facebook, and morning hours are 7 to 9. So what do I do really? I do a lot of posting from my phone. So in the morning before I even get out of bed, I will put stuff in my group pages, and I will schedule my posts that I want to put out for the day. And you guys, if you have not heard of Tiny Torch, tinytorch.com, write that down, you guys, tinytorch.com. It is awesome. I use it every day, and I will schedule my posts from my bed. It's awesome. So I'll find articles, I'll find, I'll post pictures. Like I have something scheduled to go out at 8:30 or something like that, because I didn't want to forget to do it after this training. And I'm Central Time, so I know a lot of you are on Eastern Time, but I didn't want to forget to do it afterwards, so I just scheduled it, and I'm going to have that go out at 8:30. So you can see those prime times are 7 to 9 in the morning, lunch 11 to 1, and nighttime from 8 to 10, because I don't know what it is, but those nighttime posts are really the hot spots. So if you want to share your why, or you want to share a picture of yourself with your pink drink, do it at night from 8 to 10, because people are looking at their phones before they go to bed, or while they're watching TV, and in between on the commercials or whatever, they're on their phones, and it's really the time when they're catching up with their friends after the hectic day. Okay, so that is really a great time. Personal posts are more effective than advertisements. If I don't get anything across to you guys today, it is this: all of your posts should be personal posts, and not the salesy ones kind of on the left, on the right there, where it says kids are busy, let Plexus Slim help you be a super mom. That's a sales ad. That's being very trying to sell you something on Facebook. And I'm telling you, people just scroll right past those. And you can see the difference with that other post where it's just your water bottle and a couple sticks of Slim. And it says, I always keep some Slim packs in the car. If you're like me and with kids after school, it's clear, it's cheer, ball practice. This mama has all the energy she needs thanks to Plexus Slim and Boost. Okay, so you can see how that's a very personal post. She's telling you what she's doing and why she needs the Slim, okay? So do it like that. If you have any questions, put them up on the team page. We'll help you out on how to actually make a compelling post so that people will actually, take notice. And don't think that, because you don't have any likes or comments that people aren't looking, because they're always looking, okay? They're always looking at your posts. Okay, the next one is the same kind of thing. You can see the one on the right is very salesy. Crush your sugar cravings with ProBio 5. Yes, okay, great. Don't do the salesy posts. Do something more personal. The one on the left has a cake and a bottle of Slim. I no longer crave sugar and sweets. This cake has been here for a day and not one wanted a piece. I can't even read right now. Craving with Slim drink, so go pink, okay? So just know you want to do something that is more personal. And you can see that she actually has 11 likes and 15 comments. So that picture right there, because it was sweets and your pink drink, or something that someone might typically crave, and how Slim is helping her not eat it, okay? So that's pretty great. Like and comment on posts and pictures. Never share a post. Always save the picture and copy and paste. That's really important, especially if you're getting your information from a closed or a secret group, which is what our team pages are. If you share directly from that, typically your audience will not even be able to see the post because they're not part of that group, so it's not accessible to them. Plus, you want to present yourself as a subject matter expert, so you always want to copy and paste the words and download the picture to your phone, and then, or on your computer, and then upload it and put the, paste the verbiage there, so people can start to see you as the expert and not that you're just regurgitating somebody else's posts, okay? Put your websites in the comments. I already told you that. When someone likes your Plexus post, message them, okay? So not just the comments, but you also want to message the people who are liking your post, because there's a reason they liked it, and they may just not have enough courage or enough time to have actually written something that says, tell me more, or something like that. So if you even just get a like, start writing down those names and personally private message them, or call them on the phone, or text them, and just ask them if they want to try some Plexus. Okay, non-Plexus posts are just as important as Plexus posts. Again, this is Julia Cartier's little girl, and you can see that, it's just a funny picture, and then some other stuff. She put up there, "Dear Lord, please don't let my husband be home when all my online orders arrive." Amen. So you want to be funny, you want to be yourself, you want to put your kids' pictures up there, your dog's pictures up there, anything that you're doing. If you're working out, pictures, of you at the gym, or just that you're, whatever. And even just quotes. Do something that's not Plexus. I know we want you to post on Facebook 2 and 3 times a day about Plexus, but you really do want to do other stuff than just Plexus, because people get real tired of just seeing Plexus all day long. You are still their friend, and they want to see what's going on in your life. So make sure that you're doing personal posts as well, okay? Interact with your Facebook audience. Like and comment on posts and pictures. Ask questions on Facebook. Strategically post interactive posts. There's a couple of examples right there. Simon says, show us your very first Facebook profile. Post a picture of what's in front of you. No cheating. Post a picture of your dog. Post a picture of your dinner. What are you guys having? There's another great one out there that says, looking for crock pot recipes, all that kind of stuff. What that's doing is getting more of your audience into your Facebook feed, because if they're only seeing Plexus and they're not commenting or liking your post, they're going to end up disappearing, because Facebook only puts in front of you what those people who are liking and commenting. So you definitely want to make sure it's not all Plexus. Take or have taken professional pictures of yourself and use as your profile picture. No bathroom selfies. That's kind of funny, but of course this is actually a selfie. This is not my picture right there. It is not a professional picture. I do have to get those done, I just have been too busy to get it done, but this is still a good picture. Okay, so you can use just a selfie of yourself, crop it out, other people, and use that as your profile picture, and be consistent. If you guys are on different platforms like Twitter or Pinterest or Instagram, I can't even remember all of them, there are so many, but do make sure your profile picture is either the same picture or very similar, and that is just a branding thing, you know, something for marketing 101 basically. People want to recognize you and see who you are across the platforms, okay? Again, this is just some pictures of me at different conventions or different, I don't even know what they're called, basically, the get-togethers, opportunity meetings, sip and sees, that kind of thing. And you can see, remember I was saying that Roz and Celeste on that bottom picture on the left, they're very approachable. That was at convention. And it was the end, it was the last day. We were all trying to get on our, the shuttles to get to the airport, and they walked up. And I was like, oh my God, you guys, I have to get a selfie with you. And they were like, yeah, sure, no problem. You know, and they're just so gracious. They just jumped in and they took a picture. So it was fantastic. They actually live here in Dallas, McKinney area where I live. So I actually know them. I see them quite often. So don't let that be something that deters you. When you see these folks, know that they are in your upline and you can stop them and take a picture, and they will be very gracious in allowing you to do that. Rotate in branding messages, testimonials, and product information. Friend new folks you meet. You absolutely want to do that. And how do you do that? It's super simple, you guys. When you're talking to someone new, whether it's the cashier at the grocery store or someone you just happen to meet at your kid's soccer game, start talking to them and say, hey, let's connect on Facebook, and friend them right there. You can even give them your phone, or give them your phone, have them find their name, because I know sometimes when I put in the name, I don't always find the person. Have them do it. Have them pull up their profile and like it right then, so that you actually accept the friend request right there while you're standing there. So something to keep in mind to expand your audience and your network. Post pics from events, meetings, and conventions and trips. Super important, because people do want to see that you are out there and involved in your company. Excuse me, guys. So take lots of pictures. And for you guys that don't have a lot of jewels and gems in your area, you do want to make sure that you do some sip and sees, and or get to someone else's. Find and connect with people in your area and go to theirs. But take pictures. And it doesn't even have to be your team. Just like take a selfie with you in a crowded room, so that you can show that you are on this awesome Plexus team. There are multiple free sites. Of course, you guys all know that. Make sure you share more personal stories and be less sales. Canned graphics are never fun. You guys, if you would please go ahead and mute your phones or your computer for me, I'd appreciate it. Otherwise, I have to get out of the sharing of the screen and have to do it again for you guys. But if you could just go ahead and mute your phones and computers. If someone could put that in the comments for me, the comments section, that would be great. I'd appreciate it. Ensure your posts are targeted to your market. That's also pretty important. You want to make sure that you're talking to your friends in your voice and not always copying and pasting from other people. You want to use your voice. Make your list of 100 people. Okay, that's the Franks list. And if you don't know what Franks means, get on the team page and look up Franks. Just put Franks in the search bar and you can see exactly what that is. It's a memory jogger, so you can write down all of your 100 people and beyond. I'm past 500 now, and I've been doing this over a year and a half. So you want to continue to make that list and keep growing it. This is who you're going to share your why with. You're going to reach out to them in a very personal way, whether it's Facebook, email, text, or phone call. Reach out to new people every day. Be informal, be yourself, be brief, and invite them to come join you in this journey. Tell them how much fun it is and that you are making money. And that's as example, hey girl, There is, I think it's Ellen Ford that has a message, and we can post it on the team page again for you guys, and I'll put it in the Power of 3 thread. But it is super short, and it's basically, hey girl, you'd be great at this, and I totally want you on my team. And it's really super short, but it's a great one, and people respond to it. So I will post that in the Power of 3 thread for you guys, okay? Again, with the Marketing 101, this is just some brochures, some cards, business cards, and just little postcards there that you can get anywhere. You can get them on Etsy, you can get them on Vistaprint, and you can even get them in your back office. Okay, so it is kind of important to do that, be professional, and have some cards or brochures for yourself. Again, the Marketing 101, wearing swag. This is Julia Carty. She's a diamond under Roz. She's not in our direct upline, but she would be on our sideline. Roz has something like, I think, 5 diamonds under her right now. So this is one of her rock star diamonds. She's on the one on the left there is Julia Carty with her kids, and she's in that middle picture there. So just so you know who she is. She cannot accept any more friend requests because she's pretty much full up, but you can follow her, and I do suggest that you follow her because she's really fast. And if you haven't seen her training or her story, her why, on Facebook or on YouTube, you should look it up because she's pretty phenomenal in the way she trains her team. She is truly on one of the fastest growing teams in all of Plexus, as are we. So super person to follow. Should I go to meetings? Yes, that's a no-brainer. Every and all that you can. I think that picture on the right was a Super Saturday. You should go to Super Saturday. That is a free event. It is in multiple cities on the same day across the country. It's always in January. Look on the team page for Super Saturday event date. You want to be there. Even if you have to travel 5 hours by car, you want to be there. It's amazing. In fact, I went to the one here in Dallas the week after I joined. I had no idea where I was going or what I was doing, but I joined and someone said, hey, it's Super Saturday, come join me. And of course I was like, I'm not going to that. I'm not going to Super Saturday. And then Scott, of course, he's the person who signed me up. He said, hey, just meet me there. It's going to be fun, and I think you'll learn a lot. And I said, oh, okay, I'll go. I was blown away, you guys. I'm so glad I went to Super Saturday, because what it does is it solidifies your why. It basically just really anchors you in your why you joined Plexus in the first place. It gives you the confidence and in the company, in the products, and in yourself, and it builds your belief. So do go to meetings, encourage your downline to go to meetings, and share meeting graphics with them. So if you have a downline, that's in a different city than you always want to look for those meeting graphics and share them on your downline team, on your team pages or in your threads, so that people know when meetings are and that they can go to them. They don't have to go to just yours. They can go to anyone. They're typically always open to all ambassadors. Doesn't matter who's putting it on, okay? So do know that if there's one in your area, you are welcome to go to it. We are one Plexus. And what does one Plexus mean? It means that we are very much of a giving company, and we train across our sidelines, our downlines, our uplines. It doesn't matter, because you helping out someone else, they're going to turn around and help you too. And this is a culture that we have built from the start of Plexus, and it is something that you may or may not, probably may not have seen in other network marketing companies. We are one Plexus, and we help each other out. It is a very, very giving company. Okay, so know that. Super great. If there are not meetings in your area, host your own. You guys in New Jersey and on the East Coast, you're doing amazing. You are hosting your own sip and sees. You don't really have anyone from your upline in the area that can do it for you. But I do want you to know this. If you're feeling like you want to have your own sip and see, but you're a little bit nervous or scared, reach out to your sidelines that are in the area. See if you can team up and do it, or have a digital one just like this. Jump on a Zoom call and we can do one I did one for Sandy's team and her downline for Tammy. So it's great. We had, you know, 5 or 6 people on the call, and we just did a really quick, a 30-minute opportunity call. It was great. So know that you don't have to have all of the tools and be a rock star presenter. You don't need to have any of that. It could be as simple as having 3 or 4 of your friends, you know, sitting in your living room around the coffee table and just casually sharing about your products. That is a sip and see. That is an opportunity meeting. It does not have to look like the picture on the right, where you're standing up on stage with the projector and you have all these people in the audience. That is not what it looks like, okay? And I do want to say that you guys can reach out also to your upline. That's Roz on the left-hand picture with me at an Austin meeting. All I did was call her and say, hey, Roz, we're having a meeting down in Austin. I've got a couple of sleeping giants there that I really would love for your help with, you know, doing a team training. And she said, yeah, girl, no problem. I'll be there. Give me the date and I'll work it into my calendar. I'm telling you what, she was there and she was on it and it was awesome. So you guys know that you can reach out even to your diamond level upline and ask if they will come to your area, and they will probably go ahead and put it on the calendar and do it. Okay, so don't feel like you can't reach out above your direct uplines, okay? Because some of us are still working hard just to try to rank up. Like for myself, I'm still trying to rank up and get that extra income to be able to travel and to travel more often. So do know that it's coming. It's just not as quickly as I would like it to be for me to be able to get to you guys all over the different parts of the country. I now have someone also out in California that I would love to go out and do a sip and see for her too. But it's going to take me a little bit to get there. I know by the end of the year, the first part of next year, my plans are to be to Emerald. So hopefully I'll be able to do a little bit more traveling. How do you talk about Plexus? How do you talk to people about Plexus? Okay, the power of 3, we've already talked about what the power of 3 is and how powerful that really is. First level, 3 people gives 15 points times 3 equals 45. This is a little bit convoluted, so we'll go over that in another call about the power of 3 and how you can really duplicate and make that look just amazing. But you can see on your first level, you got 3 people. You sign up 3 people. On your second level, you can see if they sign up 3 people, all 3 of those people sign up 3 people, you now have 9, and so on and so forth down the line. You can see that, you know, you could be making some significant money with 1,248 points times $3. And why does it say $3? Because your average number or amount per point. So if you have 5 points, each one of those points, you get 5 points for each ambassador who's active for that month. So you know, as your silver, you have 15 points. Each one of those points is worth about $3. So wherever you are in the points, if you just multiply that number by 3 average, give or take, I think it's actually above $3, but to make the math easy, you can just do the math where, you know, multiply that number of points times $3, and that gives you your pay for your pay points. And that's just one of the 11 different ways that we get paid, is by pay points. Okay, so how do you reach out? Post on Facebook regularly and do not stop. 1 personal post, 1 business post, 1 testimony, and 1 non-Plexus post. That's ideal. You can do it really however you want. Just post, post, post. Okay. Cold message new people on Facebook, email, or text. Here's the rule, you guys, and I know sometimes it gets really easy to hide behind texting and emailing and Facebook and the computer and the phone, but if you have somebody's name in your phone, you should probably call them. Talk about Plexus. Talk to them. Get on the phone and talk to them. The more you talk about it, the more confident you become in the products and in the opportunity. So talk, 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 and the more you do it, the better you become. Cold messaging. Okay, so here's, hey girl, you need to come do Plexus with me. The products are amazing and the income is insane. That's the message from I just forgot her name, Ellen Ford. Okay, so she's one of the diamonds under Julia Carty. But that is her message that she sends out to people. Hey girl, you need to come do Plexus with me. The products are amazing and the income is insane. End of sentence. Send it off. It opens the door for additional conversations. Don't give a ton of information on the products, the business, the links to info. It's too much and turns people off. Just give them a little bit of info, pique their interest, and ask them, ask them if they want to come do it with you. It just opens the door, and then you can follow it up with whatever info that they need or want or that you want to share. Wear your Plexus t-shirt everywhere you go, the gym, kids' school, games, the mall, wherever you go, get some swag. If you don't have any, there are so many websites out there that are selling Plexus t-shirts. You can even get them from your back office. So do look at getting t-shirts or water bottles, that kind of thing. You will want to also have business cards and samples in your purse. I never actually keep samples on me, and this is why. I know it says it on here, and if you want to carry samples, that's great. But it's really just so easy to have someone send them straight to your website and say you can purchase a 3-day sample. It's absolutely worth your time, and you will not be sorry. In fact, you can send it back if you don't feel anything. When you tell people that, they're like, oh, great, that's great. I have nothing to lose. I'll get on there and get a sample. It's awesome. The 3-day sample is, I think, $10 or something like that. I think. I have to double check that, but I think it's something like that. I could be wrong. And then there's a 7-day sample, and you can even call the 30-day supply a sample, because it is. You can tell them that it's a sample and that they can send it back at the end of 30 days or the end of 60 days. Of course, we want them to actually try it for the full 60 days to reap the benefits of the 60-day money-back guarantee. Follow up with people who have commented or liked your post. We already went over that. Excuses and solutions, potential customers. Okay, the excuse, I don't have the money. Perfect, because we have a 60-day money-back guarantee, or become an ambassador and purchase your products at wholesale. What do you currently spend your money on? Ask that question, you guys. What do you currently spend your money? Are you going to Starbucks every day? Because you know what? If you broke that down by day, Plexus is cheaper than Starbucks per day, okay? So you do want to break that down and tell people that, find out what they're spending their money on. Are they buying Monster energy drinks every day? Plexus is cheaper than Monster energy drinks. This just another lose weight quick scheme. Actually, Plexus has a myriad of wellness products, from probiotics to pain relief. Weight loss is just one component of our business. I've already tried everything and nothing works. I'm happy to share countless testimonies from folks on my team who have found success. And you know what? You can find testimonies typically on every single thing out there. So find out what they are struggling with and send them a testimony that resonates with them. I don't have the money. Join at wholesale rate and the option to earn commission on your own products. What are your daily vices? We just went over that. I don't have the time. I said the same thing. I had 3 businesses and worked 14-hour days. You guys, this is the absolute truth. This is me. I had 3 businesses and I worked 14-hour days. Do you know when I worked Plexus? From 9 p.m. to midnight. That was when I did my Plexus. And it paid off, okay? I was able to build a very strong foundation, and it was what helped me get to senior gold in 5 months. So do know that if you work really hard and you set a time and you set some business hours for yourself, you can get to where you want to go in this company pretty quickly. I don't know anybody. You know folks from growing up, high school, college, jobs, church, etc. Then you know people. I'm not a salesperson. Great. I'm not either. I just show how these amazing products work and how they've helped me. So that's an easy one. I like the one when people say, but I don't like to sell people. I don't like to sell my friends. Well, great, because I'm not selling anybody. I'm sharing how the products worked for me, and it works every time. Sales statistics on following up. So you've heard that the follow-up, the fortune is in the follow-up. This is absolutely true. This one basically is telling you that it takes anywhere from, okay, I'll just read through it. 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. 48%. So you can imagine about half the people you talk to, if you don't follow up, you will not make the sale. 25% of people make a second contact and stop. 12% of people only make 3 contacts and stop. Only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. 2% of sales are made on the first contact, 3% on the second, 5% on the third, 10% made on the fourth, and 80% of sales, you guys, this is real data, okay? 80% of sales are made from the 5th to the 12th contact. I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is true. I have, and this is my follow-up schedule, so write this down, okay? My follow-up schedule has always been send out a message, your first cold message, and then in 1 week, you're gonna follow up again. You're gonna just follow up on that message and ask them, hey, did you get my message? Wondering if you wanna try Plexus. There are so many different things that you can say out there. I'm just throwing stuff out right now, but in 1 week from that initial contact, you're gonna follow up with them. And then you are going to follow up with them in another week. So actually it's 1 week, and then it's 2 weeks follow up, and then 3 weeks follow up again, 4 weeks follow up again, and then it's monthly after that, okay? So it is a schedule that works. It's worked for me, and that's how I went to Senior Gold in 5 months, by using that follow-up schedule. And I'm telling you right now, it absolutely took between 4 and 6, and sometimes more, contacts before getting people signed up for Plexus, okay? So do know you have to follow up more than 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 times. You have to keep going. If you stop before you get to that 5th or 6th or 7th follow-up, you're missing out, and sadly, you probably won't get very far, or you will go very, very slowly. The people who are at the top of this company have followed up relentlessly. If you don't hear, no, I'm not interested, then that just means somebody needs more information, okay? If they're silent or they don't get back to you, don't take it personally. Everyone is very busy. Everyone has a life to live. They're very busy with their jobs, with their families, with, you know, running kids here and there, and, you know, whatever it is. You have no idea what they're actually saying. They could be saying, wow, I really wanted to get back with Carlene. She keeps emailing me or texting me about this, and I'm definitely interested, but I'm just too busy to contact her right now. And if I stopped on the 3rd time, they might forget about it and just, it, you know, out of sight, out of mind. But it could be that 4th or that 5th time that I said, hey, are you hearing my message? I really want you to take a look at this. And of course, it depends on who you're talking to with how casual you can be, but it really does take all the way up to 6 and 7 times to talk to somebody before they get on board and say, okay, that's enough, I'm calling, I'm gonna get in touch with her. And that's when it happens. Okay, so just be consistent, keep following up, and you will make the sale or getting people to join your team. You reap what you sow. You will get out what you put in. What kinds of seeds are you sowing? What will you harvest? Knowledge is power, you guys. You have to get on these conference calls. You have to get on YouTube. Write down these people: Sonia Dudley, Sarah Marble, Jennifer Pickett, and Melissa Eichenhorst. Those are all people that you want to look up on YouTube, because their training videos are amazing. Okay, now Sarah Marble, she does a lot of self-development stuff. She's awesome. Sonia Dudley does a lot of, well, all of them are just amazing. You guys have to just look them up, subscribe to their YouTube channel, and whoever else that you want to. In fact, Ame Darling is another one that you'll want to write down. She is a master nutritionist. She's phenomenal. If you want to know about the products inside and out, she's your girl. Monthly opportunity meetings, you definitely want to have them or go to them. Bring your team, your downline, your whoever, your sideline, whoever you're with, get to the monthly opportunity meetings. Team pages, files, and the magnifying glass. Okay, you guys know that on the team pages, we have the files tab, and there is a wealth of information in there. Take some time, whether it's once a week or twice a week, or, you know, whatever fits into your schedule that you've set aside to work Plexus. Thumb through those files, because there is amazing amounts of information that you can find to work your business and really become a student of these products, okay? Because you are now the CEO of your business, and you need to work this as a business if you want to grow your business, okay? You can, they say you can work your business Actually, I'm not even going to repeat it because I always get them backwards. So I'm not even going to repeat that one. It's something about working your business some of the time. But anyway, we'll delete. Forget I said that. Team pages. Okay. The back office, you have the resources and the knowledge base that's back there. There is a little bit of training. Of course, you're going to find a lot more of your training on your team pages and your uplines team pages. So do stay in touch. And if you're on a team thread, if you're on a page, you know, a thread that you're just not doing the work or you're not interested, remove yourself. You don't have to get yourself all in a huff because somebody put you on a thread and you don't want to be there. If the timing is not right, remove yourself from the thread. You're not hurting anybody's feelings because we know that this works, this business works, these products work, and if it's not your time, then it's just not your time, and that's okay. You might be ready in a month or a couple of months, whatever it is. But don't get frustrated and start thinking that, you know, negative things about Plexus. It's okay. If you want to get yourself off of a thread or out of a team page, go ahead and do it. And in fact, you know, when you do start off saying you want to work the business and you're put on 3 and 4 different team pages, it can become a little overwhelming. So just turn off the notifications. There's this wonderful little thing that you can go up to the settings and you can turn off the notifications so that you don't get overwhelmed. Okay, that's a really great thing. In fact, I have turned off all of my notifications for every single team page that I'm on except for my own. And then I just make a point throughout the day, once or twice a day, usually right before I go to bed or, you know, partway through the day, I'll go and check the other team pages to see what I'm missing or what I need to know to pass on to you guys. But I'm doing it on my own time so that I don't get overwhelmed or frustrated with notifications on my phone. Also, this is another really good tip for your cell phone. If you guys have those notifications turned on and they're waking you up at all crazy hours, go into your phone settings and turn off those notifications from social media apps so that you can sleep and that you can rejuvenate and get your energy and all that. You do not have to work Plexus 24/7, so take your time when you need it, okay? Those are just things that you really do need to know. Let's see. Income producing activities. Scrolling Facebook and looking at baby pics are not income producing activities. Posting at least 3 times a day about Plexus each day is income producing. Well, actually, that's posting is not really considered a income producing activity, even though you need to do it because it is what gets your brand and your name out there that you're selling Plexus. But what really truly is income producing activities is making your list of 100, starting at the top and reaching out to 5 new people each and every day about your business. Follow up with 3 customers or potential ambassadors a day and train 1 downline per day. And that person that you're training could be yourself. So if you don't have any downline, don't worry about it. Train yourself. So that's basically when you see the 531 or someone says, have you done your IPA, the income producing activities? Have you done your 531? This is what they're talking about. Reaching out to 5 brand new people every day, following up with 3 people, or training 1. And let me tell you what, if you want to put this on steroids and go faster, then you need to basically double and triple these numbers. When I first started, I was reaching out between 15 and 20 people every single day. And then I put all of those people on a calendar and I followed up with them religiously. So you can imagine if you're doing that every single day, by the end of the month, I was following up with 80 or more people per day. And that filled up the 3 hours that I had set aside from 9 p.m. to midnight to get my business done. And then I closed my computer and I went to bed. And you know what? The next day I would wake up and there would be, you know, several people that were saying, tell me more, because I followed up consistently. So I always, when I did that for the first, 2 months of my business, it set up the foundation for the entire year. I had people contacting me for the entire year that I had done that initial reach out on that calendar follow-up schedule that I did. So no, if you put in the work in the beginning, you can really set up yourself for some huge success. And then periodically you'll want to do another 30-day all out, make a new list and start it all over again so that you can really start another round of crazy busy activity. Okay, so really great stuff to know. Listen to weekly training calls. If you're brand new, get on all of the training calls. Do not miss them, because you're going to learn so much, and it's really truly awesome and exciting. And I know every time I get on a training call, it rejuvenates me, it excites me, because I do truly believe in every one of our products, and I believe in this company. So really what you're doing when you get on these calls is you're building your confidence, and you're also building your own belief. And that's really truly important, because you are the only person that's going to make your business grow. Reading and learning the products and about the products in the business. Okay, so keys to success. Be professional. Work your business. You can work part-time, but not sometime. Oh, that's what I was trying to say. You can work part-time, but not some of the time. Consistency is the key. So it doesn't help you if you post a lot about Plexus for 1 week and then you disappear for 2 weeks and you post nothing about Plexus, and then you occasionally post something else. You know, people are going to think you're not real serious, you know, that this is not something that is a real business for you, and something that you truly believe in. So you do need to be consistent, and that's what we're talking about by saying you can work it part-time, but you can't work it some of the time. Educate your ambassadors, be duplicatable. That's super important, and part of that is getting them on this call. Any of the calls that your upline does that is for brand new ambassadors, you should get them as soon as the first week that they get their, you know, that they've signed up, get them on a call so they can see what the potential is with this business and how easily duplicatable that it is. Keep in touch with your customers. Happy customers make the best ambassadors. Truth, truth, truth. Okay, so make sure that you are the best customer service that you can be to all of your customers, and they will be amazing ambassadors, because if they've stuck it out for 3, 4, 6, or 9 months or even longer as customers, they will be ambassadors eventually, and they'll be great ones because they will already have success stories. Okay, so here it is again. You want to have your name right there, your name here. You want to get on this team and get in this this crazy awesome business. It's great to do one of these, and you guys, I just did this on one of the apps. I think it was, I might have used Canva for this, but you can use PicMonkey, you can use Collage, Pick Collage, I think it's called. But you can do these where they have, you know, the different graphics where you can just plug in different pictures, and you know, you can even Google your name here and images and get something like that where it says your name here. Okay, so you can do this, and you can send something like that or post it on Facebook, and it's really great. Okay, Q&A, questions. He who asks a question remains a fool for 5 minutes. He who does not ask remains a fool forever. So there you have it. Ask a question. If you don't know something, just ask, or even better, before you ask, go to the team pages of your upline and put your question or whatever it is that you're looking for in the search bar, because likely your question has already been answered many times. And if it's not in your direct upline, go up higher than that. And if you're not on your upline pages and you want to work this business, ask your upline to get you on those pages, because you absolutely want to be on them. There's a plethora of information that is super, super awesome. And you do want to be a part of that. Okay, so I don't even know what time it is. I think we're right at about an hour. So this is what I'm going to do. If you guys have questions, put them in on the team page, and I will try to get to them there. I don't want to keep you any longer because this did go just 5 minutes later than I was hoping it would. But you know what? That's fantastic, because this is my first one for the new ambassador training, and it's going to happen every week, whether it's me leading it or someone in our downline leading it or someone in our upline helping, or even my sideline, because I have accountability partners, which I encourage you guys to get as well. If you are wanting to work this business, go ahead and get an accountability partner for yourself, because they really help to keep you accountable and keep you going. So it's really awesome to do. So that's it for tonight. I'm going to end the call. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. But if you have any questions, put it up on the team page and I will try to answer it there. Okay, you guys have a great night, and thank you so much for being on the call. See you on the team page.